What's your favorite war movie that you've ever seen?
A lot of them.
Okay.
A lot of them. And at the intellectual level, there's a very little known movie in India, at least
Sure.
internationally. The movie is called Breaker Morant.
Okay.
It's about a Boer War in South Africa.
Okay.
And it's about an Australian officer who was working with a British officer. And it's more of a court-martial movie.
Why intellectual level?
Why I'm saying it's not that physical violence is not there. There is a little bit of it. And it's not that the armies are fighting. It's a very specific incident has happened. And then that officer is put through a court-martial. So 70% of the movie is of court-martial and pros and cons and trying to question the ethos and ethics and
Morality.
whys and ifs and buts of it. So it's a very intense movie from that point of view.
Okay.
I like that movie.
And from a more action perspective, any movie that you felt got it right in terms of real combat scenarios or real army scenarios?
A lot of good movies. Where Eagles Dare, the Saving Private Ryan, and even the World War movies and all. I think most of them are very good movies.
Saving Private Ryan is a very intense movie.
It's a very intense movie.
And
let me tell you, a lot of young boys and girls might feel soldiering is all about firing and killing. No, a soldier is a very, very human person. He's a very emotional person. Because children get emotional when they cannot meet the targets at the end of the quarter or a month. For him, the targets are how many deaths he has avoided, how many soldiers or buddies he has saved, how many enemies of the nation he has eliminated.
Yeah.
His quantification is different. Now look at that. Some people can't see blood on the TV screen.
Yeah.
Now he's seeing it day in and day out. His emotional strength has to be understood. He's staying away from his family. His wife is managing the household, the children, the upbringing, looking after the old parents, looking after the property, all by herself in the village.
Yeah.
He, being aware of all these issues, still giving his 200% on the front. This man, his contribution has to be acknowledged, understood, and appreciated.
Maybe for deeper context on what you just spoke about, I actually want to highlight Saving Private Ryan's beginning, where they've shown D-Day, I believe. Do you remember that scene, the way they've shot it? For those who don't know about D-Day, basically it was one very important event in the history of World War II. It was towards the end of World War II where American soldiers, the Allied soldiers actually invaded a French beach where they had to take on German soldiers who were on the beach. So the beginning of Saving Private Ryan is a very intense scene where they've shown what happens when you're actually in a scenario like that. And it's one of those movies that it puts you at the edge of your seat right from the beginning, and it's difficult to watch. The beginning is extremely difficult because of the way they've shot it. They show guts falling out. They show people screaming, people with like their hands blown out. That's what I want to highlight here as well.